And, this year has been different. There's been a lot of just challenges with the
What's happened?
pandemic.
That makes
Just a few things, Seth. I know you've kind of been living under a rock lately, but
yeah.
it's good to see you back out, by the way. But this year, I mean, we've seen a lot of changes in the trucking industry. We've seen just a lot of changes in all of our lives. What do you think within the industry, from your perspective, has changed so significantly within the last year?
I think the one thing, and I'm not sure if it was last March or April, but I wore it as a badge of honor for our customers, is that with every negative thing that happens, there's always a positive that you can look for. And sometimes it's hard to find it. But the one positive thing that I thought was really cool was when this whole thing started and they're talking about essential workers and they're shutting down all this stuff. They relied 100% on the customers that we serve. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Some of our customers that I got a chance to know their story in the very beginning, they're the ones doing it. And so no matter if you're talking about like getting the vaccines out, I mean, anything that is in a store is brought by our customers and people that drive trucks. And without them, the truth is everybody said, oh no, our economy and oh no, our country. Man, as long as there's truck drivers on the road, we got a fighting chance, a heck of a good fighting chance. And so that was probably the cool thing I've seen. So with that recognition, and this is kind of more for the people that that probably seen it, man, with that recognition, everything jumped. And that was like a moment of insecurity for a lot of people with jobs and things like that. It was so cool to see that in the midst of that devastating, issue, and we're still going through it, there was an opportunity for our customers to actually exceed any of their preset expectations for last year. It was cool to be a part of it.
It was really, one of the things I was kind of just noticing throughout this year is just really cool to see that truck drivers got to be, kind of come into the front of of the perception and, the focal point of, gosh, I mean, people really started paying attention to the value of the truck driver, and this is one of the most thankless jobs out there. And this is something that's really been cool for me to learn over time is just to see, how much we rely on this industry, and how much just in our day-to-day lives, how critical it is, and as part of what's happening.
Paper shortage.
Right. I mean, but you look at, but think about it. If we didn't have the trucking industry, we'd always have a toilet paper shortage.
Yeah. It would be rough. Yeah, it would be rough. But no, I think that was the positives that came out of it. And it was kind of cool. I don't know if you've seen it. There was news 24/7. It seemed like it was on this last year. There was I think a picture of a couple of Volvos in front of the White House. And they would like to thank our truck drivers, and I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah, man. I loved seeing them get the recognition because we get to hear from a lot of these guys, and I mean it's not lost on us necessarily that how important and how thankless of a job it is. It's not lost on us, but I think it is lost on a lot of people. So getting them kind of to be in the forefront was really, I mean, and I think that's still the case. I mean, we're still there's still such a necessity right now, and I think they're still getting that kind of deserved attention, and hopefully they get more.